Watch program. All right, straight ahead on the program you're watching, a doctor with cancer was given 6 weeks to live. That was 9 years ago. He came up with his own drug therapy that saved his life. But would this type of innovation disappear under the Democrats' health plan? He will tell us straight ahead.
From certain countries, depending on their visa status. So tax them for coming.
You only have to pay once every 2 years if you're charged that $10 fee.
Just another way to make some tax money.
It's not a bad idea.
This is an incredible story and a true case of physician heal thyself. A surgeon developed cancer and was told he had 6 weeks to live. So what did he do? He developed his own drug therapy that saved his life. It has been 9 years and he is still cancer-free. Now he runs a clinic so that other cancer patients can benefit from his life-saving treatment. But with the Democrats' health care reform plans, will this kind of medical innovation fall by the wayside?
Well, he wants to talk about that. Let's talk to Dr. Stephen Cantrell. He's medical director of Neoplas Innovation, and he joins us now. Neoplas, what was that?
Neoplas is a play on the Latin word for tumor, neoplasm, and the innovation, a brand new way of treating cancer.
You had melanoma.
That's right.
And what did the doctors tell you when you found out that you had that?
Well, and had great doctors. They were doing everything right, but it got to the point where it was beating us at every turn, and it was popping up new tumors faster than we could cut them out. It had mutated, and they finally told me you probably got about 6 weeks when it gets this bad.
Okay, so you're at your wit's end, at the end of your rope, and you looked at some different therapies out there, and you combined two and came up with something that saved your life.
Right. There was nothing that works, and really there still isn't. Only marginal benefit from these. But took the leap through providence or dumb luck or whatever it might be, and decided, if each of these does a little something but not much, what if you put them together and it was worth a shot, because what did I have to lose at that point?
So did you do this yourself? I mean, I know this sounds maybe very basic, but you didn't have like 2 pills and you just took them together. I mean, you're talking about, it was a little bit more complex than that.
Well, a pill and an injection, and I was certainly able to prescribe them for myself. I wouldn't have guinea pigged on anyone else.
Sure.
But I needed to do something for me, or it was over. And you're right, that it worked. Within 4 weeks, the metastases, which we knew were there, were gone.
That is amazing, and that was 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
So I know you've been thinking, as a doctor and a surgeon, you've been thinking a lot about the healthcare reform that is going on in Washington, D.C. From what you have seen, what worries you most about your kind of innovation that saved your life and what they're proposing?
I think it's really going to be the death, and I don't mean to be political here, but the things that are moving through now are really going to be the gradual death of innovation. It's going to remove the incentive for it and the coverage for it. And, as much as I respect our president, if you're listening, he's told us with the red pill, blue pill analogy.
That's right.
Well, what you're going to have is, the red pill doesn't work very well for your cancer, but the blue pill that might help you hasn't been approved yet, so sorry, you're not getting that.
But a lot of Americans do feel that there is a need for health care reform. What are some of your ideas?
Oh, we do need health care reform. And I tell you what, if that's what you want to do and put affordable coverage in the hands of people, it's not complicated. I wrote the whole plan on half of a prescription blank. And there's really just a few basic things that you have to do.
Interesting. Now, if people are watching right now and they'd like more information about your treatment that you concocted for yourself, what's your website?
Neoplas.org, Neoplas, and it's .org.
And do you have some of your tips and ideas on the, your ideas for healthcare reform?
Sure. I wrote down 5.
Well, no, I mean, people can look at that on your website.
Oh, that in particular is not on the website, but that was something
put it on there.
Okay, we'll do it.
I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot of emails.
We'll do it.
All right. Dr. Stephen Cantrell, we thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
One man goes toe